Her story's turning into gold. She's taking her power back. Yeah, she's on the rise. Strength in her soul, fire in her eyes. Keeping God first, watch her dreams unfold. Her life's a diamond, breaking the mold. Oh, she's taking her power back. Yeah, she's taking her power back. Harmony.
Welcome to 20 Minutes of Simple Notes from Rita. As you know, I am your host, Rita Taylor, and today we are doing something a little different. I actually have my guest back with me and a friend of mine, a longtime friend of mine by the name of Lanessa Moshay, and she's talking to us about the Bling Experience. How many of you like your cups, your shoes, your mugs blinged out? Well, she has a business and it's called the Bling Experience. She's like the bling queen, and she's going to talk to us about how she got started, what she's doing now, and where she sees herself going. And also she has products here today, as you can see, to show us some of her work. So thank you so much again for being with me for 20 Minutes of Simple Notes from Rita.
Thank you so much, Rita, for having me.
Oh, you're
I'm
welcome.
excited.
And today we are shifting and we're talking about the Bling Experience. How did the Bling Experience get started?
Excellent question. So I would say before Bling Experience was Pregnant Divas. And so, yes, that's about maybe 10, 12 years back when I was doing Swarovski crystals on my t-shirts and maternity tees and things like that. Because of course, pregnant women would like to be extra special as well. So, and then I didn't realize that during my downtime when things were just a little extra in life, I would find myself in a corner in a great chair, blinging out a phone case, some tennis shoes, anything I can adhere or affix rhinestones or pearls to, I was doing it. And so that's pretty much how it started a little.
Okay.
But generally the experience part of the Bling Experience began COVID.
Again. You know what? A lot of stuff was birthed out of COVID.
Yes.
And we were just talking before we started that we were talking about someone who actually was pushed out of their job. And sometimes what we see as devastation or it's just the end of the world is actually a blessing in disguise. And now that person actually has like a top talk show. So COVID actually really helped birth out, I think, a lot of businesses because got to do something.
We're at home.
Yeah, nothing else to do. So, hey.
So with all that was happening in 2019, busy schedule, ministry, life, all was happening, homeschool, all of that. And so I just remember around October, just talking to a girlfriend, and she showed me a picture of something. And immediately life was like, oh, I can do that. I can make this. I can do, and so that's how Bling Experience occurred. I just was sitting down with mugs and I took my rhinestones and I was just adhering them, making pictures and things. And of course, people were like, well, can we buy that? And I was like, yes, you may. Right?
Right. Yes.
Yes, you may. How many would you like? So, and literally November 2019, I'm blinging out mugs, people were purchasing them, and it would be for multiples. So it would be 6 to 10 deep per client. Wow. Because they wanted to share. I have the most generous clients, and they wanted to share and give as gifts. And so December rolled around and I was just shipping throughout the United States all of these things that I was blinging out. Well, that was the bling process of my business. Okay. Started off with the mugs, right? Yeah. And then 2020 rolled around, and you know me, I'm an extrovert. I love people and hanging out. And I was like, I gotta get out of this house and I need to see some people. And so I called up some friends. I told them what I was doing, and I wanted to do a test pilot, the experience part of the Bling Experience. Okay. And so what that is the Bling experience part is called Sip and Bling. Okay. And so as easy it is I'll say, hey, Rita, I would like for you to provide the people in the place, 6 or more guests, right? So then as 7 of you or more, I would show up with everything you need to bling out. Say, for instance, you picked this canvas. Yes. And you said, you know what, this is my saying. I want you to be kind and be loving and be sure, whatever the canvas might say. or whatever picture you want to have. You might want to put your logo on it. I
Right.
will prepare all of the canvases for your guest, and I will create kits, bling kits for you.
Mhm.
And the sip part, I'll provide a non-alcoholic wine because you want a little bubbly, feel special. And then provide the music and the backdrop. So it's a literal experience while you all are learning how to bling. You're listening to music, you're congregating with your friends, the whole nine. Well, I did that as a test pilot. And of course, it was still during COVID, so I
Right.
had to keep it small.
Mhm.
And then those who wanted to still participate, I did it virtually. They had to pre-register early.
Okay.
I shipped everything to them. They even had the sip, right?
Okay.
And then as I was talking on the camera to them, those who were in the room were participating as well. And so that's how the Bling Experience was birthed through COVID, just needing to be able to have some good girl time with your friends, your coworkers. So,
And it's been going ever since.
it's been going ever since.
And with that, with COVID, it really took you a leap of faith for you to actually add the experience with it, because you said you wanted to do like a pilot, if you will, or
Yes.
like a test run.
Yes.
And it actually, so your test run was successful.
It was
Yeah.
successful, and I got immediate feedback of how much fun the ladies were having. They enjoyed the treats because I provide petite treats as well.
Okay.
That's just one of my signature pieces. And so people, they look at the treats because they're so cute. And I'm thinking, well, you can't eat those. They're thinking, wow, that's for you.
Yeah.
And so, but it was wonderful to be able to receive feedback from the ladies to say, you know what, I love the pearls. I want more rhinestones or whatever. And so that's how we've been going since. Just recently, we had a sip and bling for a teacher, those who were in administration, so principals and nurses and all who were with her. And
So this
was
is where this
her-
come from?
Yes, she her it says enjoy the journey. That was
Right.
her phrase.
Okay.
I generally would speak with the client and say, tell me more about yourself.
Right. Okay.
What is it that you like to say or do? And then I create the design based on them.
Yes.
And so when people come, they'll know, oh, this is custom per this person, right? And then I set everything up, and then the people, it's amazing. No matter how many people you have in that room, no two items will walk out looking the same.
Really?
I will have a design in my mind of, oh, they're going to bling out the lips. Even if they just blinged out the lips, the lips look completely different. The enjoy looks different. People will design things that are not even there. It's amazing. So,
and this here,
yes.
what is this from?
It's like a pop funk or pop
Okay.
funk or something like that. I went to a workshop from a top blinger in the United States.
Really?
Yes, because I am always working on my craft and
Yes.
art. And so I like to learn new experiences. And so she put that in the kit, and I thought it was super cute. And so, you know me, I thought, it's going to look great if I bling this out. So, and that's what I did. I just kind of played with several rhinestones. And I thought this is great for whenever I have classes or events for children and teenagers, don't necessarily want a wine glass or a tumbler. And so I always look for ways that our clients can be successful and then have still a unique and custom experience.
That's good. So you're actually reaching people from all ages.
All ages.
And
ages.
that right there,
Yes.
that brings me to our, what is that? Your doll.
Yes.
And it says birthday diva.
Birthday divas.
And look at the size of it.
Yes.
So you're not just reaching the adults,
Right.
you're even the babies
Yes.
as well. And I like that because that gives you, I think it broadens your reach as far as, people being able to come together, and your business expands the business as well.
It expands the business. I recently did something unique for a client. She found out that her granddaughter was expecting. And so she wanted to do a suitcase for the great granddaughter that was coming. She knew the baby was a girl. And so she gave me carte blanche. I was like, yes. And so what I did was I had some art created of a little girl with the cutest afro puffs and the sweetest little face. And so I put that art on the suitcase. And then I blinged out her puffs. And
I love that.
Oh, yes. And so it's on my Instagram page. People can go and take a look at all of the different pieces that we bling out. And so if bling can adhere to it, I'll do it. And so I've done tennis shoes. I can paint them a different color. I usually change out the laces so it can match what the client
Yeah.
have, and I'll sometimes pearl out or put rhinestones or even bring both onto the tip of the shoe. I could literally cover this entire shoe in rhinestones and or pearls. I've done spikes.
Really?
I spiked out some tennis for, she's a part of a sorority.
Mhm.
And so she says, do something very unique and different. I was like, wonderful. So
And you can actually add the organization name.
I can add the organization name, logo. I've done things for an author. She wanted the title of her book.
That's neat.
I've done years. Usually I'll do like the year organization someone wants me to put on there. I've done with their names on, but I spiked out her shoes. And when she went to her sororities conference,
I'm sure.
oh, yeah.
She stood out.
I say, now you be nice. Don't be out there kicking people with those spiked out tennis. But everything is done by hand. I do everything by hand.
Yeah.
I paint them. The only thing that I've learned to just to help with my timing is I'll use vinyl for certain things now.
Okay.
And it still gives that wonderful feel.
So back to the canvas. You provide the canvas in different sizes as well,
different
right?
sizes.
So people have the option to choose.
I
or...
generally, Rita,
Okay.
I choose this size. I'll tell you why. Because the Sip and Bling is 1 hour.
Okay.
People, they do not want me to leave, but an hour I think is enough time for me to be in your space.
Yeah.
And so I'll do, this is probably like an 8x8. I'll put your design on there. I'll provide all the utensils you need to bling everything out. The great thing about it is it allows you to use pearls or rhinestones on it. I use it a lot for our sassy seniors.
Oh.
Yes.
And it lasts.
It lasts. This
Okay.
is art that you can put on your wall.
Yeah.
You can put it anywhere you like. And so the reason I do that for our seniors specifically versus tumblers is because a lot of times they might have challenges with their hands. And again, I want everyone to be successful. And so once you have the applicator that is shaped like a pen, once you have the applicator in your hand, and just think about it, if you have a senior that's trying to hold this and they're trying to pick up the rhinestones with the applicator and bling, it might get a little tiresome for them.
Right.
And so having that canvas, you're able to place it down, and then you're just able to bling out. When I tell you, the music is pumping, the seniors are having a good time. And so, but if I were to connect with you and you say, hey, Lanessa, I want an event, it's going to be 2 hours, it's private, we're just going to do this. And so I can make it as big as you want.
Okay.
I can put whatever design, as long as if it's not copywritten or we
Right.
pay for the
Yeah.
rights to use that art.
Mhm.
And because a lot of times I'll have people from schools and they'll say, can you use? And I go onto their website, I'll download the correct approval to use that art because someone spent time creating that and I don't want to steal it.
Right. The legalities of it. Y'all could steal it.
And I want to wear pink and not orange, right? So
Right. Number on the back.
that part.
Yeah. We don't want to do that. So the Bling experience is not just blinging. It's just really, it's truly an experience.
It is
It's from the
experience.
beginning to the end.
Yes.
And you know what I found out, Lanessa, with my business, that the best way to get the word out is word of mouth.
Mhm.
When people actually have an experience with you that's lasting.
Yes.
So the Bling experience is a lasting experience. And I like the fact that you take something blank
Mhm. Blank canvas.
and you make it special.
Yes.
And even your cup there,
Yes.
you did that yourself.
I did this, yes. I had an organization. They were celebrating an event. They wanted pink. And so I found pink and green for them because, of course, those are their colors, right?
Right.
And then the client was like, she saw a white tumbler. And I said, no, you must have a pink tumbler. And I showed her how the pink on pink would look great. And then what
It
I
is
generally
pretty.
like to do is I like to customize. I like to personalize.
Yeah.
And so once I put the design on, I find out the names of all of the guests that will be in attendance. I personalize it with their name on it. And so once they come to the table, it has been bedecked, right? I bedazzle everything. I put your settings, your kit, and then no one has to ask where am I sitting because they already
Have the
see
name.
their name
Yeah.
on there. Even the cup for their sip, I create a tumbler, a toss wine glass for them. And it's tossable, meaning you can toss it away. But I even put their names on there too. So it just allows for them to have an experience and to walk away. I get a lot of customers who will ask, well, new customers or prospective customers, because they'll see, because I have plenty.
Yeah.
They'll see what I'm drinking out of, and they're like, well, where'd you get that? I made that.
Yeah.
I could do it for you too. And so
kind of a conversation starter.
It is.
So you actually have something, as we mentioned before, for actually everyone. But what I love is your detail. You really pay attention to detail and really making it personal.
Yes.
For the people that are actually coming and getting to know your clients and what they want and what their experience. Maybe, for example, like somebody that's older.
Sure.
And they may not have people around them all of the time. So
Sure.
do you actually reach out to them to actually try to get a feel for them to see maybe, what is it? Can I add an extra something to their actual cup or their canvas or something that actually is lasting for them?
Well, yes, to your point, I've connected. Generally, my sip and blings are like 7 people or more.
Mm-hmm.
But when I know that there is a senior at home that may not be able to
Come out,
mm-hmm. if they're under care and things like that, I always ask their caregiver to be there. And so I could do a 1-on-2. And I've actually done that before where I'll create the canvas for them. I did one that said Queen and it had a crown.
Aww.
Because I knew who I was coming to, right?
Yeah.
And I asked the favorite colors. And so I'll put together a bling kit that would have the colors in it that they like. So it was purple and it was gold and it was all these just bejeweled colors. And then so I sit at the table with them. I find out like what their hands are able to do.
Yeah.
And if they're able to hold a pen, they could be dazzled. And so I watched this one senior, she was like, and then I just slid the applicator in her hand and I just took her hand and I showed her what to do.
Yeah.
And she dipped it under the canvas and she saw her pearl there and she said,
wow.
Went from there. Her caregiver could not keep up. Her caregiver was like, she took over. So what I did is I would ask her, where would you like the glue? So she wouldn't have to squeeze. And I will put a few dabs of glue in the area that she wanted. And then she would herself take and put the rhinestones and the pearls. And a lot of times I use pearls for seniors because they're larger. It's easier for them to see because I want everyone to succeed and feel like they're able to do this.
A part of the experience.
Right.
And how did that lady feel?
Oh my gosh.
Because is she the one that didn't want you to, she wanted you to come back or
she
something?
She wants me to come back. As a matter of fact, I've talked to her niece and I ask, okay, so how are you guys doing? Are you blinging? She says she doesn't want me to bling with it. She wants the bling queen. She wants the pretty lady is what she calls me. She wants the pretty lady to come back. So I've made an appointment to come back with her this month so she could finish her canvas.
See,
so
I think that's y'all, I said I was going to actually follow. I
you
did.
Manifested that. You manifested that.
I kept saying that to the point that
be still.
But be still. So I want to ask you, where do you see the Bling Experience going from here? Where do you see it going?
I love that question, Rita. Thank you so much for asking. What the Lord is definitely showing me is because He is a great big God, and I dream big. You know me, I dream real big.
Yes.
So what I'm praying about this year is, and I've told my children because now they'll ask me, "Mommy, how's it going? Are you getting to?" So you need that accountability, right? And so I told God what my goal is monetarily, what I would like to see this year. And then I also asked for wisdom. What can I do to get to that?
Right.
Because just having a certain amount of sip and blings won't get me to that goal. What else do I need? How many products do I need to sell? But also, are there other avenues? And so I'm looking at possibly tricking out a sprinter, like gutting it. And creating something on the inside.
You're going HGTV.
Experience on wheels, right?
Yes.
Or finding a beautiful suite. So I've noticed that sometimes in my inboxes, people will reach out. Even a newscaster once reached out to me and asked, where's your next sip and bling? Well, a lot of times they're private. I come to you. I'm thinking about a space so where people can just always come to us, as well as, we'll still have that private presentation. So looking at that. But even further, Rita, I would really like to have it franchised so that I can allow or have an opportunity for mothers, women, wives to make money while they're still taking care of their littles or bigs or whatever, and not necessarily have to work 40 hours, but just set their schedule and then just set time where people can bling on their set schedule.
Because it's therapeutic, as you had mentioned.
It's therapeutic.
Yeah.
A lot of times when you watch the videos on our Instagram, those are the words that people say. It's so relaxing. It's so refreshing. I've had one principal say, I really didn't think I was going to be able to do this because she was just so, she thought the way she do things, it wasn't going to work. But then she saw how freeing it was. It's like, no matter where I put this pearl, no matter where I put this rhinestone, it's okay. I was like, exactly. And so she just felt released. And so one of the things I would really like to see, Rita, we're reaching out to people who have high stress jobs, like your, what do you call it? The first responders. People who are vets, people who have served in some type of major capacity, reaching out to like those rehabilitation homes, nursing homes and things like that, and connecting with them and saying, hey, this is the service that we would love to provide, to come in. And people think it's art, but it's really art therapy.
Right.
And so they don't feel like they're being therapized or whatever. I don't know what's the word. There's no one's counseling them or anything, but literally just sitting down, and as they're putting their hand to something, it's relaxing them mentally, physically, and spiritually.
And then to see their work, actually, because I remember you was talking about the lady that you went to her home and she saw once she put that pearl out, she just lit up.
She really did.
So I think it's therapeutic, and the different people I think that would actually need it. And it's funny that you mentioned that because April is actually Stress Awareness Month.
That's good.
If I'm not mistaken, it's Stress Awareness Month. So this is actually something, guys, that you might want to consider if you're in a stressful position, if you're in a stressful job, if you're at home all the ways, taking care of someone, and you actually need a way to relieve some of that stress.
Yes.
This could actually be a way to do that. And Lanessa would be glad to come to you.
Happy.
Now, with that being said, it's not free.
It's a per person count.
Yes.
Great.
So can you tell the people how they can reach you if they want to?
Yes. Facebook and Instagram, the Bling Experience. And you'll see like the BE, it's a pink BE with some sparkles around it. Yep, that's me, Bling Experience.
The Bling Experience. And would you have a simple note you would leave with, if you wanted to leave a simple note with our wonderful audience that I really, really appreciate supporting me? Would you leave a simple note?
Yeah, thank you so much. I would love to say, make certain that you take time for yourself. Sitting and blinging, affixing rhinestones, pearls, bejewel or bedazzling something, it really is a stress reliever. And every time you look at a piece of art, it's yours, you've done it, and it can bring a smile of remembrance of the time that you spent with other loved ones that you were with when you did it. So I look forward to connecting with you and hanging out. And I have a gift for you, Lady Rita.
What?
As a thank you.
Thank you so much. Can I open it?
You can open it, please, and thank you.
Ah, this is nice.
Yes, because I know you have 4 sisters. So there's 5 of you.
Sisters.
And the great thing about that is we customize all of this. And so when you're ready, we can bling that out for you.
Thank you so much. I love it. I really appreciate this. And I thank you so much for coming and hanging really basically with me for our shows for the month of April. Thank you all so much for joining us. If you have not subscribed, please click that notification button and subscribe button on YouTube, and tell your family, tell your friends about 20 minutes of simple notes from Rita. Until next time, be blessed.
Oh, she's taking a power back. Yeah, she's taking a power